Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ang exciting ng day 12 ng impeachment proceedings So bilisan ko lang excuse me dun sa highlights para ma-discuss natin yung mga sa katanungan ninyo at kung anong pakay doon o anong bahagi noon ang gusto ninyong pag-usapan. Bakit naman merong humihirit? Alam niyo, nagdududa talaga ako dun sa mga nagsasabi at this stage in the proceedings after nag-cross-examination si Attorney Poa, nakakakaba, may mga gumaganon. Bakit naman kayo kakabahan kung naintindihan niyo po ang mga pangyayari kahapon? Ha? Bakit sinasabi ng iba, hala, baka natatakot kami, baka ma-impeach si VP Inday after what happened yesterday? Ganyan na kinakabahan kayo? Parang nakakapagtaka naman yung reaction ninyo. Diba? Ewan ko yung nagsasabi dyan, hala, nakakakaba, baka ma-impeach si VP Inday. Darling, number one, na-impeach na po siya. Because impeachment is what happens in the House. But, di ba, tapos, trial po ang nangyayari sa Senado. So, sino yung nagsasabi na, ay, nakakakaba? Totoo ba yan? Talaga ka bang kinakabahan? O gusto mo lang magpakalat ng kaba kunwari? Ganon. Gusto ko lang talaga, curious lang naman ako dun sa iyong komento. Di naman po kami galit dito. So, oo, lalong-lalo na dun sa mga nakarinig ng ng COA Circular 92-385. Dalawa yun 92-382, pero inamend siya as 92-385. Napanood nyo ba yun? Yung mga nagsasabi, kasi baka maging unfair, nagpo-project po kayo. Ano ang dahilan sa ngayon? Hindi nyo ba naiintindihan how this works? Pagkitang-kita ng taong bayan, and I mean that in the terms of taong bayan, na walang basihan para dito, ang kapal ng muka ng tao na gagawa ng masama tungkol dyan. So hindi ko talaga nagagets kung bakit mo binibigyan ng power yung administrasyon over you. Ngayon, tinatanggap nyo yung kagustuhan ng administrasyon. They can't do anything. They're not God. They can't do everything. They're not God. And whatever victories they gain at this time is temporary. They're all temporary. Pag dinagdag mo yung takot, dinadagdagan mo sila ng lakas. So the first thing I want you to notice, two things. Both lawyers now are very well aware, both counsel for the defense and counsel for the prosecutor are very well aware of how they appear with the public. Now, with Attorney Mike Poa and Attorney Kapunan, kilala ko yan pareho, but I know Attorney Poa a little better. Si Attorney Poa, mabait talaga yan. Pero this time, he is more, kumbaga, more complete dun sa more obvious sa kanyang kabaitan. Nagpapasalamat siya, nagsasabi siya dun sa witness na, thank you for your patience. Kahit na, even when he is asking very difficult questions, nagpapasalamat siya. Kahit not responsive yung witness niya, nagpapasalamat siya. Thank you very much. With all due respect, parati kay Attorney Kapunan, he even laughs at Attorney Kapunan's jokes. Now, meanwhile, Attorney Kapunan is making, lighthearted remarks, I'm just trying to break the monotony, ganon, mga ganyan. But you will notice that she is being very, she's still aggressive, pero she is also being very crowd-friendly, crowd-pleasing. Bakit? Bakit? Sabi ni Doc Ethel, si Attorney Poa mabait, si Attorney Kapunan. Well, I don't know about her character, but as a lawyer, I know her to be a good lawyer, and I know her also to be very well aware of the public's participation in an impeachment proceeding. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga komento niya na lighthearted, na nakakatawa, na pati si Presiding Officer Cheese Escudero ay natatawa, are also calculated because both counsels, and not saying just Attorney Poa, saying especially Attorney Kapunan, is very well aware of how they look to the public and that the public weighs in, especially on social media. And you notice that Attorney Mike makes reference to social media when it came to the mistake that the witness made in saying na si Vice President Inday lang daw ang may confidential funds. He backtracks, and it is very noticeable that he backtracks when he says na kasi si VP Inday lang daw ang ang parang naabutan niya na Vice President, or words to that effect. But Attorney Poa points out correctly that in 2014, when Attorney Wamil was still with the COA or was with COA, Vice President Jojo Binay received confidential funds. Now, when a lawyer points out the mistakes, blatant mistakes, particularly later on, the lack of awareness of Attorney Wamil of COA Circular 92-385, what is its effect? The effect is that it impeaches the witness. So, anong ibig sabihin ng impeaches the witness? It reveals the lack of credibility, lack of consistency, and the possibility that he is either mistaken, whether that's deliberately or not, that remains to be seen. He is mistaken in much of what he has attested to. Sabi ni 32M, pang panahon pa ng Kastila, mga jokes ni Kapunan. Sorry po. Grabe kayo. As a person who works with heritage property, aray! Hindi po, hindi naman po. But I do like cultural objects or cultural property that dates back to the Spanish colonial period, not exactly a good period to remember in terms of real or imagined intergenerational hurts. Gayon pa man, I appreciate pa rin your call. Sabi ni Ariel, si Kapunan, all I thought, sound lawyer, but during the presentation, pucho-pucho din pala kinakaya ni Attorney Poa. I think this is how we should appreciate it. Both are excellent lawyers. Attorney Kapunan with the weight of experience behind her, Attorney Poa with the vigor and how do you call this? Strength and speed of the youth. Relatively, mas bata siya na malayo kay Attorney Kapunan. They both bring something to the table. But sometimes, no matter how good a lawyer you are, you sometimes get a very bad case. Okay? So, para sa akin, it's not anymore about who is a good lawyer, who's not a good lawyer. They're all good lawyers. They are. No bola yan. Attorney Kapunan is a good lawyer. However, it's not her fault that she gets this kind of case. Diba? So, let's with that. Plus, ito yung maganda. Attorney Poa sprang several surprises. Pero wala siyang drama. Okay, so let's look at what happened. Oops, where are my notes? Yan. So yun, nag-produce siya ng SA ng SARO. Number 1 yun, surprise kay Attorney Wamil. Surprise na produce ni Attorney Poa is a SARO which was authenticated by the COA itself. Dated December 22, 2014, Attorney Wamil was already with the Commission on Audit, and that proves that previous vice presidents had also been allotted and utilized confidential funds. The difference is, VP Inday lang ang nag-iinitan. Sabi ni More Her Talents. Intentional ba yun, Attorney Kapunan, pamali-mali style? She sounds like she's unprofessional. No, but she is playing to the crowd. So it isn't that she's trying to sound unprofessional. She's very well aware that so many people are watching, although not as much as those who watch the Corona impeachment. And she's trying to sound more personable kasi mahirap pagkatapat mo si Attorney Poa na ang bait-bait ng dating. So if she acts aggressively, if she acts too aggressive or too demanding, hindi pwede kasi witness niya yun. So the only other option is to appear friendly and likable and human. So, yung sinabi natin earlier, COA Circular number 92-385, dated October 21, 1992. Napilitan si Attorney Wamil na basahin yung mga whereas clauses which acknowledge the confidential operations are highly sensitive and that compelling the submission of commercial receipts or safe house invoices pose a severe threat of information leaks that could compromise national security and the lives of agents. So, hindi daw alam ni Attorney Wamil ito. Ang claim ni Attorney Kapunan tried to introduce na superseded na po yan and she tried to argue it. Why would the court simply note it? Bakit sabi ni Presiding Officer Cheese Escudero noted, or ang sabi niya is you can seek to impeach the document or to have it not admissible, to ask the court to declare it inadmissible during the formal offer of evidence. In other words, this is not the time to argue that. So, but why was Attorney Kapunan arguing it there and then? Because she is aware that people are watching. So pag sa formal offer, which is at the end of their presentation, they will formally offer, or pag nag-formal offer ang defense, baka nakalimutan na. And so, ang matatandaan po natin is that there is COA Circular number 92-385, which says na it acknowledges na pag masyado kang nag-divulge ng information, it defeats the purpose of the confidential operation. You're putting people, lives, and national security in danger. Oh, in addition to that, napaamin ni Attorney Poa si Attorney Wamil that Joint Circular 2015-01, this is what we have been using all this time. This is what defines what confidential funds are, at nakalagay doon yung liquidation requirements niya. Doon sa JC 2015-01, nag-a-ask kasi before that, doon sa audit observation memorandum na inissue ni Attorney Wamil, humihingi siya ng particular kind of report na dapat naka-indicate doon certain information. Nag-comply naman ang OVP tungkol doon, and I understand that DepEd did with its own counterpart, pero ang sinasabi niya is, hindi dapat nakalagay doon na ganito, na kung ano yung operation at kung successful ba to and so on. So he was rattling off the requirements. Pero ang sinabi ni Attorney Poa is subject to those particular standards of not divulging too much information. That was the message. Parang ang sinasabi ni Pinoint out ni Attorney Poa to Attorney Wamil is, of course, the JC 2015-01 must still be subject to the test of 92-385 or even the test of reasonability, because these are confidential funds, these pertain to national security, and cannot divulge information that is too identifying and that could endanger national security or the lives of people. So, para lang alam nyo kung ano yung what really was happening here. In addition to which, there was an observation by Attorney Wamil that mayroong mga inappropriate liquidations daw. Sabi niya, hindi daw covered yan ng Circular JC 2015-01. Pero kasi, according to Attorney Wamil, dahil MOOE siya, yung ginamit na liquidation is liquidation that is more appropriate for liquidating MOOEs. So, ano yung MOOEs? Nakalimutan ko yung M. Sandali. Maintenance. Okay. So, maintenance and other operating expenses. Pero yung maintenance and other operating expenses, hindi siya included sa JC 2015-01. And therefore, according to Attorney Wamil, he mentioned it in his observation and said na hindi tama yon, hindi dapat yon. In which case, pinakita naman ni Attorney Poa yung page 376 of the General Appropriations Act for fiscal year 2023. At kinonfirm ni Attorney Wamil na ang confidential and intelligence expenses are legally classified as maintenance and other operating expenses. In other words, MOOE, under MOOE is confidential and intelligence expenses. In other words, yung liquidation that was appropriate to MOOE should be acceptable doon sa ibang sa pondo that although it falls under JC 2015-01, if hindi siya eksaktong pasok doon, pinasok nila at niliquidate nila under MOOE. Now, even if COA later on says na mali yung pagka-liquidate ninyo, that doesn't mean that the OVP or the DepEd committed a wrong that would impeach the Vice President or remove the Vice President. Diba? So, even if it is disallowed, take note, bakit? Nakalagay sa Constitution yung list ng mga grounds for impeachment. Okay? So, ito yung grounds, high crimes, graft and corruption, etc. Ano pa yung iba? Culpable violation of the Constitution, betrayal of public trust. Okay, so makikita mo, there is a standard. Ibig sabihin, that list complies with a particular standard. So if you're going to go for graft and corruption, the graft and corruption must be at the level of high crimes, must be at the level of betrayal of the public trust, must be at the level of culpable violation of the Constitution. Furthermore, is it even a crime kung nagkamali? No, not necessarily. What it does show is failure to comply with certain administrative standards. Ang sarap makita nagwawala yung isang tol dito. So, a notice of disallowance is not proof of impeachment, nor is it proof of a crime. Bakit? Ano yung kulang? Yung standard na aabot siya doon sa level of an impeachable offense. Yung standard, halimbawa, that it will reach the standard that is akin to a high crime. So, if crime, where is the moment you say it is a mistake, you automatically negate the existence of mens rea. Ano yung mens rea? Criminal intent. Kaya nagwawala yung tol dito because they keep forgetting that it was the prosecution that set the standard when they went to Article 4. Sa Article 4, nag-umpisa silang i-prosecute si VP Inday on the ground of the revised penal code. Grave threats daw under the revised penal code, ganito, ganito, ganito. They kept using the standard of the revised penal code, which requires mens rea. Okay, so what is mens rea? Criminal intent. Okay, so the question now that Attorney Mike was asking was simple. Meron bang nakalagay dyan? Any evidence that indicates that even with those amounts that had problematic liquidations, that money went into the pocket of the Vice President? Di ba? That was a very simple question, but characterized the whole proceeding already. So, yun yung problema ko kay Attorney Mike. Wala siyang drama. Actually, maganda yun. Pero dahil hindi siya dramatic, many people may have miss that point. The point is this. You can say mali yung liquidation. And as a matter of fact, they were only at the level of a audit observation memorandum. Nagwawala yung tol. Gusto niyang sabihin, hindi may notice of disallowance na. Mali eh. Bakit pag-uusapan ang notice of disallowance kung si Attorney Wamil yung kanilang witness? Diba? Si Attorney Wamil cannot attest to the notice of disallowance. He can only attest to the audit observation memorandum. So kahit pa sabihin ninyo, may notice of disallowance, yung witness, ang pinipresenta nilang witness dito, yun lang ang pwede niyang i-attest. And the prosecution was trying to show na base sa audit observation memorandum, may mali na ginawa si VP, mali. Okay? Hindi mo pwede ipasok pa yung MD, Mariosep, itong mga to. O natahimik ka na. Sus Mariosep. Who will attest for the NOD? Yung nag-issue. So that might be the chairman of the COA at the time. We don't know. Nasa prosecution yan. Tignan natin kung paano nila ipipresenta yun. Okay? So, Mariosep, kita nyo, nakakaawa tuloy yung troll. Pilit siya ng pilit. May notice of disallowance nga. Ngayon? Bakit si ang inupo nila? Bakit si Wamil lang inupo nila? He was only attesting to the audit observation memorandum. And the prosecution was using the audit observation memorandum as evidence that the VP did something wrong. Okay. Meron pa. Di ba? Meron pa. Yun. Ang sabi ni Attorney Wamil, the AOM is merely a preliminary finding and does not constitute a notice of disallowance. Sabi ni Rain de la Rosa, Ma'am, mag-sorry ako kaya, Ma'am Sara, nag-iisip ako ng mali. Uy, kayo talaga. Ini-explain ko lang kung anong nangyari. So, ay, nako. So, in fact, they're going to try to make this is a little more difficult. Nagpipilit si Attorney Wamil na ipasok yung JC 2015 Section 8.3 which says that prima facie evidence, the failure by an accountable officer to properly liquidate missing funds serves public funds upon demand serves as prima facie evidence that the missing funds were converted to personal use and benefit. Okay, let's take that apart. What does it first say? Failure by an accountable officer. Sino ang accountable officer? So, approving authority si VP Inday. Accountable officer can be the VP, the head of agency, or Unfortunately for them, pwede kasing i-delegate yun. So sino dito? It was Mr. Fajarda who ordered that and who had something like the oversight over here. So it wasn't the VP. The accountable officer here was Mr. Fajarda. Okay? Uh, uh, Failure by an accountable officer to properly liquidate public funds upon demand. Ngayon, tinanong ni Attorney Powa, may demand na ba? So, pero gumaganon si Attorney Wamil, pero prima facie evidence, at which point pinatigil siya ni Presiding Officer Cheese Escudero. At sina-answer the question. Oh, may demand na ba? No, because the audit observation memorandum is the demand. Okay? Doon pa, it would, kumbaga, kung under his watch, under the witness, Attorney Wamil, hindi pa po papasok yung prima facie evidence of missing funds dahil una, hindi si VP Inday yung accountable officer noon, but it was at Mr. Fajarda. And then, wala pa po yung demand. So, okay na ba tayo? Doon sa mga nagsabing, kinakabahan ako, huwag po kayong kakabahan. Okay? So, sabi ni Wamil, under redirect, the Vice President is presumed to have misused the funds for her personal benefit. By that time, medyo mahina yung argumento. Kasi gustong palabas ni Attorney Kapunan is that ultimately as the head of agency, si VP Inday ang mananagot. Yes, but that's not what JC 2015-01 says under the cross-examination by Attorney Mike Powa. Okay? So, kumbaga, as far as we could see, dito sa paglatag ng mga argumento nila, advantage ang defense. So, ano pa ang mga, so puntahan natin yung mga katanungan. Now, there's some difficult things. Okay. There was supposed to have been a meeting. So nakita niyo po ba yung part na yon? Kung hindi pa po kayo, kung hindi naman kayo concerned dun sa meeting na yon, we can skip that discussion. So let me know what else you would like to discuss. Sabi ni Norby, yung mga kinakabahan hindi na panood yung hearing. Okay. Game. So, I'm so happy at the reactions of the trolls on the Black App. Alam niyo kung bakit? They're now talking about how I look. Kaya siya ang taba-taba ko na daw. Kaya siya mukha kang pera. Kaya siya, ano ba yun? Whatever. Ano pa ba yung sinasabi? Wait, are you saying that VP Sara is incompetent as to overseeing her own agency at the time? Darling, hindi mo naiintindihan. Incompetence as a witness is not the same as incompetence to the general appreciation of the public that is not involved in the system of law. Okay? Incompetence as a witness means that you were not there. You were not the witness. You did not see anything that happened. Therefore, you have no personal knowledge. And the absence of personal knowledge makes you incompetent to be a witness. So, tingnan natin itong comment na to. Pwede ba pag-explain mali-maling date sa AR sa confi ni VP Inday? First of all, that is not an established fact. Bakit? Dahil nako-contain yan in an audit observation memorandum. Now, this is how it works. In COA, if they think that parang mali ito, they will issue first an AOM. An AOM will ask you to explain or to correct. So, unang-una, mali ka na kagad doon. Sa confi ni VP Sara, hindi kay VP Sara yan. It belongs to the agency. Which is why ang handling niyan is with certain people. Like in the case of the OVP, si Mr. Fajarda. So, hinawakan ba ni VP yan? No, there is no evidence of that. So, yung sinasabi ninyo, confi ni VP Sara, medyo may ano na yan. Meron na yung parang comms-daya, kumbaga ang tawag namin dyan. May konting kadayaan because you are making a conclusion that is not based on evidence and it's not even previously discussed. Not only that, it's not even a presumption. You can't say confi ni VP Inday yan. Confi yan ng ahensya. Confidential funds and does not belong to the person or to the head of the agency. Mali-maling date. If it is contained in an audit observation memorandum, then the agency will explain or it will correct. Okay, so ano nangyari? Nakinig ba kayo? Sinabi talaga ni Attorney Wamil is that after that, of course, umalis na siya, hindi na niya nakita, nag-explain naman ang OVP. at yung DepEd. So iintayin natin na ipresenta yung mga explanations na yon bago kayo mag-assume na may mali. Ay sus, kaya naman pala ang sipag nung tol. Kakagawa lang, bagong-bago yung kanyang ano. Siguro ginawa niya just for the purpose of trying to troll here, nakakatawa siya. Sabi ni Kida Homes Property, Attorney Wamil sinungaling. Hindi natin masasabi na sinungaling siya. Posible na in certain portions of his testimony, he was only basing it on what he knew. And unang-una, hindi niya alam yung COA Circular 92-385. Marami siyang, hindi siya aware kung ano yung sagot ng OVP dun sa AOM na inisyu niya. Diba? So, in other words, kulang yung kanyang competence to be a witness on certain things. Bakit hindi alam ni Attorney Wamil? Hindi ko po alam kung bakit hindi niya alam yung 92-385. Kasi I served as legal consultant to a government agency for a long time. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to read the current laws. But you're also going to read the previous laws, yung historical reference, para naiintindihan mo bakit ganito yung batas, bakit ganito yung rule, bakit may tradition na ganito. So you have to understand that there is historical context. It is possible that in his case, it never occurred to him. Sabi ni NOP, sorry na guys, nagmamadali mag-ask. Okay na, okay na. So nagsorry ka naman, so okay na yon. Sabi ni Alma, hindi po ba parang si Fajardo masisisi? There is also how do you call this? A doctrine in administrative law that says that if the final signing authority relied on the expert testimony or on the expertise of the people who made the recommendation to sign that document, it's called the Arias Doctrine, then the liability goes to the person who made the recommendation rather than the person who signed. Sabi ni JP, nabawasan tuloy credibility ni Mr. Witness, ano makita o consider ng senators judges. That was the entire point of Attorney Poa's cross-examination. Not just to exonerate the blame, yung inaakusan nila kay VP Inday na nakasulat doon na kaya siya binulsa, hindi tama yung pagka-liquidate, ganyan. Kasi binasi nila, yung witness dito is only the witness for the first stage. AOM lang nga po. AOM lang ang na-issue niya. Bakit ayaw i-present ng defense si Fajardo? Unang-una, hindi pa nila turn. Turn ito ng prosecution. Tatapusin mo na lahat ng articles of impeachment with the prosecution presenting evidence before the defense or the respondent presents evidence. Diba? Sandali lang, kuha lang akong tubig ha. Saglit lang. Malapit lang naman. At naririnig niyo pa naman ako habang nagbubuhos ako ng tubig. So ayan, may tubig na. Sabi ni Genesis, just like the sake of discussion, can the judges make a ruling to dismiss the case kasi useless na waste of so much time? Yes. They can stop it at any time. Totoo lang. But it needs either a vote of a majority or they might ask for a vote of 16 to continue. Depende sa magiging decision yan. Sabi ni Kuala, if that's the case, why not just wait for other witnesses who are competent to do such claim? Who's making the claim? Hindi ba yung prosecution? The prosecution is presenting its case. And of course, their claim is that the VP is guilty and ought to be convicted. They have to make that claim. That is the stand that they took. Sabi ni Uncle John, what's your opinion regarding Attorney Kapunan na nagpapa-interview sa media and saying things like ini-scam ang taong bayan and other appeal to emotion statements? Well, it is necessary for the prosecution to work all the angles. So they work on the trial, they also work on the people because they recognize the political nature of these proceedings. Alam nila that the people's opinions count. That's why we're always here being your cheerleader to not give up hope because it depends a lot on us. Hi kay Kida Homes Properties. Yeah. What we believe, what we post, what we express, this is important to the way they're handling their cases, the way that they want to see if we are being persuaded by their arguments. And if they see, for example, that it is difficult to persuade us through the legal impeachment process, then they will have to go and take the case to the people. Now, hindi ito kasi like an ordinary case in court where the sub judice rule applies. Dito, walang sub judice rule. Sabi ni Elsie, lalong minahal ng masang Pilipino si VP Sara sa 40 million ginamit sa pambili ng gamot, pagkain sa mga nasa bundok para di ma-recruit ng NPA. Yun yung inadvertent, ano? Hindi nakita ng prosecution na, oo, totoo yan. So, yung kumbaga, may nakita kasi akong parang maliit na debate online, ito sa comment section somewhere, na galit na, as a Freds, galit na galit. Sabi kasi nung nag-post, yan nga, ganyan, lalong minahal ng masang Pilipino si VP Inday kasi gamot ang pinambili, nasa bundok, ganyan. Sabi nung isang kumontra sa kanya, BO ka. Ano, hindi tama yan, hindi yan allowed under the joint circular, etc., etc. And they forgot. Tama. I mean, strictly speaking, if you strictly construe it, yes, hindi nga siya allowed. So, ganun na nga yung nangyari. Hindi siya inallow. But what the people are seeing is this. There is no criminal intent. There's no intent na ibulsa yung pera. Yung pera gustong igamit for the purpose that it was intended. Kung ayaw payagan under the JC 2015-01, di sige, bahala na si Batman. Pero the money was used for that purpose and to help people. So, kumbaga, anong gagawin natin? Kumbaga, kaya ba natin magalit dun sa isang tao na, sige, mali talaga. Assuming mali, hindi ko pa sinasabi because that's not yet established as a fact. Hindi pa nagpe-presenta yung respondents. So, kung mali yan, this is what the people are seeing. And guess what? What are the votes here? The votes are whether or not the VP is going to be removed from office based on 24 people who are political animals. Okay? So, hindi pa yan established, hindi pa established yung kung whether mali yan or hindi, precisely because this matter is still in court. Okay, di ba? So, may notice of disallowance. Is the notice of disallowance final? Of course not. VP Inday brought it to court to determine if that decision was issued with grave abuse of discretion. Okay? Yan, sabi ni Panda. You just admitted na mali yung ginawa ni VP Sara. Ito, inexplain ko na. Diba? I have gone back and said, wait, it's not yet established as a fact because the defense has not yet presented its own evidence and its own witnesses, so it's contested. So, and number two, even in court, the notice of disallowance is being questioned. Sabihin mo, pero inamin mo na, but that doesn't make it true. Just because nagkamali ako or hindi pa kompleto yung sagot ko, maggagawa ka ng ganyang conclusion? Sige, if you want to remain ignorant, okay. But your purpose is simply, you think that you have to win the argument. You're not going to win it because we already presented to you the entire context and your conclusion no longer has any basis. So, enjoy yourself while you're here. If you think na nakakaano ng ego mo, na nandiyan ka, and you think na okay na ang tali-talino ng mga komento mo, sige na lang. Because sometimes kailangan ka namin pagbigyan so that you don't, do anything bad to yourself. Sabi ni Ma'am Salina, the moment yan, nabasa ko na-realize ko yung pinagsasabi ni VP about sa NPA, napaisip ako kanina na ang pera dito napunta kasi alam ni VP ang sitwasyon. Sige, alisin ko na po siya sa live. So wala ka na talaga, tama, tanggalin na dapat kasi hindi na siya maayos na nag-argue, nagmumura na lang, mga ganon. Wala na tayong lugar para sa mga naggaganyan. Okay, end of story. Okay, so may mga katanungan patungkol dun sa proceedings today. Sabi ni Rodrigo, isang sarsuela lang to para masira si VP Sara, pero ang lumalabas, siya ang may tama. Kawawa talaga ang mga tao na may benepisyo. Siya ang tama. Reaction masasabi ni Kapunan na sa witness na huwag kang sumagot. Uy, di ba may uy? Uy, sa tanong ni Attorney Poa. Kasi may objection pa siya. Ngayon, kung magpilit yung witness na sumagot, mawawala na yung bisa ng kanyang objection. Sabi ni DZI, yung hinanapan nila ng milyon-milyon si Mary Grace Piatti tapos 70K lang pala reward niya. Diyos ko, nawala yung script nila. Correct. Insurgency talaga ang purpose ng Confi Fund, especially dito sa Mindanao. Understandable, yes. Sabi ni Fudge, bakit di pinagalitan o na-contempt si Kapunan sa mga remarks niya na unnecessary? Hindi naman po kasi nag-object si Attorney Poa about that. Yung mga ganon, yung mga unnecessary remarks. So, magmumukha lang kasing pikon ang defense kung bibirahin pa nila yung maliliit na bagay. So, eyes on the prize. The defense is here to protect the interests of VP Inday, to protect her rights, kumbaga. So, yun lang ang dapat tinuturing nila.